Hail, hail, hail. I'm ProAceJOKER and welcome back to the Insane Asylum. Today we are continuing the Halo Infinite Legendary Guide with mission number 4, which is kind of a two-parter. It's like a... Anyways, you gotta get a blob and some power. It's mission number 4. Let's get into this. Okay, so we're on mission 4. Again, hopefully these transition well. This is going to be weird in video format if I do end up splitting this up, which I'm still debating. Mission 4 is actually a relatively long one. You have to do 2 main objectives. You have to clear out 1 fob, and you have to do the tower mission. And we'll show that. So to kind of start this off, we're going to kind of sit up back. And this is why, like, if you're normal to Halo, you might just be inclined to jump in and start going crazy and killing enemies as much as you can. But this is why, like, Halo Infinite can be made very easy. That if you just take your time and you keep your distance, you can make the game relatively easy for you. So, alright, this guy looks like he's got a pulse carbine. That's awesome. We're going to take that. We do need a pulse carbine, so once you kill that, take one. And that's it for the fob. It's pretty easy. Not much going on. We're going to initialize, and then we have a whole long video. Once again, Map Genie is a good time. You now have access to a lot of the open world. You don't have access to everywhere. There is a few glitches and stuff you can do to actually access the rest of the world. I'm not going to show those off. Once again, wait for the speedrun guide. If you want to see some really crazy stuff, we're going to do that. So, yeah. But yeah, take your time. Use your battle rifle that you got from earlier. Do all that. If you need, throw fusion coils. Noob cubes are so powerful. They one-shot brutes. They kill most things in one, just by throwing it at them. It's all pretty easy. Now, so this guide is not going to be showing any side objectives. If people want guides for each side objective, I'd be happy to show them. I mean, the only ones that I think are any difficult are the outposts because they're bigger and longer. But it's kind of weird. Like, once again, you'll get used to this game on Legendary. This is a very different game that many of them are very similar. Once you've done Outposts, you've done a lot of the other. So if you go to each Outpost, it's just take your time and do the objective. I don't know. It's weird. If you want guides for some of the other objectives and stuff, I'd be happy to show them, but they would be really, really short. Especially, like, the vehicles and stuff like that. So, but from this point on, you do not need to do any other side mission. If you do not want, you can beat the rest of the game without doing any other side mission. So, and that's pretty much what we're going to do. We are going to make 1 stop and do 1 high-value target simply because it unlocks a weapon that I think is the best weapon to use for later on. So, after you clear out Fob Golf, a lot of times you'll be inclined to take the Mongoose and stuff, and you can. My recommendation, though, is actually just run straight forward, and you're just going to kind of go through this section over here. We're going to quick kill this guy. Do I have access to this ghost? That ghost is not working. I believe this ghost does work. You take this ghost. If you don't get a ghost, don't worry. We're not going to actually use it. I'm not even going to boost. We're going to just take this, and we're going to make a few quick stop-offs. So, I'll show off some of the, like, Spartan cores on the path. This is one that I used to get. I am going to get 1 extra upgrade just for the hell of it. But 1 more Spartan core here. More BR ammo if you want. But we're going to get a special BR. So the reason why we're taking this path, we're heading over to the tower. And we're taking this area because we are going to get 1 specific BR that we're pretty much going to use for the rest of the game. This is where you have to start being careful about ammo consumption, because this is a variant BR, and you won't be able to get access to it again. So this is a one-time kind of grab, and if you're not careful with your ammo consumption, you're going to end up running out of ammo. And you can use a backup, but you can use like a commando rifle instead. There are plenty of commando rifles all around. But if you want this BR, it shoots faster than a normal BR. It does the same damage. The only downside is it has 2 less shots in it, technically speaking. But it is a faster shooting BR. So if you pick up this, which as I said was right on this cliffside here. It was right on this cliffside, right in this section. You can actually just pick it up. And this is the only time you can get it. Like I said, you do have to be careful. This is where you have to keep track of, like, your ammo count. Start looking out for ammo refill stations, and just be very diligent about replenishing the ammo. Now, to start this area out, what we want to do is we're going to jump up here, and we're going to... Ouch. We're going to actually kill the, long-range kill the first guy with the stalker rifle, and then we're just going to kind of skip all the other enemies. Hopefully not die. And we're going to open these guys up. If you don't have a pulse carbine, there's a bunch right here if you want to refill your ammo. And you're going to come around underneath. More ammo replenish. And then one more Spartan core pickup right here inside the building. We're going to jump up here into the other sniper tower. Kill him. Switch to it. And then we're going to just do some quick headshots on these guys. So we're going to try and finish out. The stalker rifle is actually really good for breaking shields. Do that.
Yes, he does.
And you can kind of, once again, take your time. If you know, if you're struggling on surviving, just take your time. You know, the more time you take and the more enemies you kill, the safer it is going forward. So, oh no, I almost just jumped into that nade. But yeah, we're just gonna slowly make our way over here. There is one dude with a thing, so once again, use the pulse carbine. Pop shields. Anything with a shield, use the pulse carbine. We're gonna kill jackals. Now, an interesting thing is you can actually use the grapple hooks to stun jackals, so don't be afraid to just throw your grapple hook. Oh, this guy's got a rocket launcher. You can take that if you want.
This is where the lockdown was triggered.
Oops. But then you come through here. Tag them. And get out a plasma nade is what we're going to use. There's 2 shielded enemies. You can kind of just throw plasma or spike grenade, which they decide to just shoot out of the air, but you can just stick those guys. And if you need more spike grenades right there. So. And then after you kill the brutes in there, you can actually end the lockdown. You don't have to kill any other enemies. And then you can jump in. Whoa! Careful there, buddy. I'm right here. And then quickly make a mad dash. You want to make a mad dash over to the up top where you came from. And you can immediately activate the grab lift. Now, the grab lift is going to take a little bit of time. So what you want to do is grapple hook down and around underneath the bridge here. You could kill all the enemies, like that guy there. But this is a good time if you want to take a second. This is a good time to kind of go through your upgrades, upgrade stuff. Why not? How about I upgrade my shields a little bit? We'll get a few more Spartan cores as we go through. So I'll upgrade a few things just to make it slightly easier. But once you see on the top corner one of the objectives complete, it means the grav lift is done. You can quickly jump and grapple up to the top, and then try and launch yourself into the grav lift so that no enemies have time to shoot you. And then you can just go ahead and pick up the next upgrade module. So this is all still part of Mission 4, even though we did FOB. You do have to finish the tower, and you gotta kill Chak Lok, who is the Invis energy. Threat sensor is going to be useful, sort of. We're not going to use it too often, but this fight and then Jaga, which comes later on, will be the fights you will pretty much use this on. And it is. It's useful because it marks the enemies, but not only that, it allows the pulse carbine to actually be used efficiently. So, but after we pick it up, we just got to wait for this door to open. There are going to be enemies that come out right from behind. There's going to be one charging enemy. So just be wary that he back up as you need. And this is an area that I a lot of times will just grapple a hook everything. But grab a fusion coil and chuck. Don't hit the ceiling with it, but chuck it at the brute down the way. Don't hit the ceiling. But don't be afraid to just spam noob cubes. Once again, it kills most of the brutes instantly, except for the charging ones. And it can insta-kill a lot of enemies. There's ammo refill stations all over the place. There's plenty of fusion coils for you to pick up and kind of use as you go through. There's an enemy back there, that's why I threw it. But don't be afraid to just spam these as much as you can. Like that. it will make it a lot easier for you as you go through. You can grapple fusion coils, so don't be afraid to do that either. Now, once you're on this floor, you actually want to go to the right side. Reason being is you'll see that orange thing. That is a Spartan core, and we're gonna pick that up. So, once again, you gotta be careful of any shielded enemies. But once you come around, you can kind of grab this, pick it up, and that is another Spartan core for you. And then you can kind of just run. There is an elite right there, so don't be afraid to just grapple around him. Whoops, that's the wrong way. But once you get up here, no enemies will chase you or anything like that. Be wary of all these. Do take note of some of the weapon recharge stations and stuff. We might use some of them. But have your pulse carbine out, and then also have your, once again, get your threat sensor out and your plasma nades. I only have one, but that's okay. The reason being is we're going to open this door and we're going to enter into the next boss fight. From here, you want to go around the corner and immediately hit a threat sensor down and then quickly switch to your grapple hook. This guy's going to jump at you a lot, but this is the pulse carbine and grenades are the best way to kill him. So, this is what you do. But just keep pulse carbining him. He's going to switch eventually to it. And then once your threat sensor is down, you can quickly... Oh, he just shot it out of the air. You can get another one. And you will need to switch. Fusion coils are also very good. So, you want to kind of use a combination of fusion coils and all that stuff. Ouch. If he starts using the pulse carbine, you might need to get away, so don't be afraid to run. His shield takes a while to recharge. As I said, there are ammo refill stations. There is a pulse carbine that you can refill ammo on. Ooh, okay. And there's that. 10 out of 10 guide, as you see, perfect play. He came out of nowhere and he has a sword, and that's why it's like, just keep your distance. Take your time. No rush. Now I killed myself. But yeah, throw lots of fusion coils. The shot coils do stun him sometimes, not every time. But you can basically just spam the pulse carbine to help with the shield.
Retracted. Watch your back. He could come from anywhere.
But yeah, once he has a pulse carbine, don't be afraid to run away. His shield takes a while to recharge, so. But yeah, like I said, taking your time is your biggest asset. If you can stick Chak Lok with the threat sensor, even better. Just keep your distance. Woo! Came around the other side. Again, they're pretty generous about his timer. Again, I'm out of ammo, so I'm going to go around. There's a BR there. I want to make sure I just puts a little damage so his shield doesn't recharge. It takes a very long time, but there's pulse carbines all over, and there is a recharge if you really want to. So, now once his shield will pop, that's when you can start spamming more grenades. Grenades are now the most efficient thing to kill him with. So, if you hit him with one spike grenade, or one plasma, it will kill him. So, that's why you want to try and hit him with a grenade. You want to save your grenades till then. Don't be afraid to spam fusion coils and stuff like that. So, he's actually, personally, he's one of the harder bosses in the game. Simply because of him being able to insta-kill you and just charge you with the sword. So, but pulse carbine, coils, grenades. That's all you need to do for that whole fight. You didn't even see me use... I used my BR once to make sure his shield stayed down. But they're pretty generous. And then before you leave the area, I'd say just replenish your ammo. Stuff like that. So, because we're going to go from here. And that's Mission 4. I mean, that's the end of Mission 4. At this point, this is kind of that time where the game becomes a lot more open in the open world sense. So, this is the time that if you want to start collecting your Spartan cores, you want to start collecting weapons or doing side missions, this is the time to do it. But that's the end of Mission 4.